Mentioning the time, we use when. Mentioning the place, we use where. And mentioning the possession, we use whose. So now we go to, I'm going to just give you examples about the compound sentences. Are you following, students? What are the compound sentences?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay. So, what are the compound sentences? As I said, compound sentence or compound sentences, compound sentences are sentences that have at least, here you read, compound sentences are sentences that have at least two independent clauses. These independent clauses are joined using semicolon or conjunction. So what is independent clause or simple sentence? Independent clause is a finite clause that has a subject and finite verb and forms a complete thought. For example, of a compound, all of the sentence is a compound sentence. The whole sentence is compound sentence. We said that compound sentence, uh, here it is, two independent clauses. The first one, as you can see, this dress is too expensive. This dress is the subject, verb is too expensive. And we have another subject, which is that hat, the verb is, and too small. So we have got an independent clause, one, independent clause, two, joined by coordinating conjunctions, which is and before and there is, as you can see, there is comma. We move to, okay, look here. The sentence is a compound sentence because it has two independent clauses. This dress is too expensive, the first one, this one. The first independent clause, and the second independent clause is that hat is too small. As you can see, separated by a comma and the conjunction and. So we have got some examples of coordinating conjunctions. So, coordinating conjunctions, also called coordinators, are used with a comma to join two independent clauses together. Here are some coordinators that you can use to join independent clauses. We have the first one, as I said before, and, but, or, yet, or, now I've got two or here, nor, for, and so. Here are, as you can see, some examples. So, examples of the compound sentences. The first one, as you can see, the independent clause, here it is. We have got the subject, which is I, the verb, woke up, and an object or an adverb early. We have got another independent clause, this one. We have got the subject, which is I brought the fresh, brought the verb, a fresh cup of coffee. This is direct object, joined by coordinating conjunctions, which is and. And we have got before and we have got another comma. This is another example. This one is all of it an independent compound sentence. Why? Because we have got the first independent clause, this one. We have got another independent clause, this one, and joined by subordinating conjunctions, which is but, and always remember that before but there is a comma. Always before the coordinating conjunctions we have got a comma. The first one, as you can see, she usually takes the bus to work. She is the subject, usually is an adverb of frequency, takes is the verb, and the object is the bus to work. The second independent clause we have got here today, an adverb. We have got the subject is she, the verb decided, and decided to walk. All of these are phrases, are verbs. So we have got another example. All of this example is a compound sentence. Why? We have got the first independent clause, this one, the second independent clause, this one, joined by so, which is coordinating conjunction, and before so there is a comma, as you can see. So the fourth one, this one is a compound sentence. Why? Because we have got the first independent clause, the second independent clause joined by yet and a comma. So the fifth one, I can quickly tidy my room. This sentence is a compound sentence. We have got the first independent clause and the second independent clause joined by coordinating conjunction and a comma before the coordinating conjunction. So we have some an activity here. This one. One moment. I'm going to share the screen. So the instruction says combine each pair of simple sentences or the independent clause. We can say simple sentence or an independent clause. Yes, turn off your microphone, please. So, to make compound sentence, use the conjunction in parentheses. I'm going to do the first one. The first simple sentence or independent clause is this one. A small kitten followed me. Yes?
I have something to say.
Yes, of course, yes.
باللي الكور نورمالمون تقولوا لنا الكور باللي راح ديروا دوكا على الاقل تبعت لنا ايميل بيسك ماشي كامل راهم ديسپونيبل.
توا بعثت لكم ايميل مقبل. I have sent you an email my lady.
هذا وين بعثوا لنا اليوم.
Yes, I sent you before at 3 o'clock. I sent you an email.
معليش مسيو
Not to
ثاني
you.
عندي
Yes,
غومارك. انت اللي قريتنا الاس ان.
maybe I don't know. No, 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 no. It wasn't me.
ماشي انت اللي قريتنا الاس ان.
No, 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 no. I
اوكي
had
معليش.
30 years. Yes, you need to be. You said you have a remark. Yes, Amira, yes.
انا حسبت لي البروف تاع الاس ان بيسك كان عندي غومارك بيسك صرا بروبليم في الاس ان. الوغ ان شاء الله ما تعاودناش معاك بيسك في الاس ان حسبنا لا بريزونس. بخي كي حسبنا لا بريزونس راح شغل اللي كانوا يحضروا ما مدلهمش وهذو لي بروبليم. ان شاء الله ما تهرناش معاك.
No. It's time is waiting. Yeah, it's wasting. Sorry. Okay, no problem. It's going to be okay with me.
You can continue, sir.
Yes, of course, you can hear. Yes. So as I said,
مسيو
as I said, yes, oui.
دقيقة برك تما ماك حط نوتي لا بريزونس نورمال لايك ماشي اوبليجي علينا ماشي كور اوبليغاتوار.
Oui, il n'est pas obligatoire, mais de préférence, you need to attend, you need to
وي باينة
listen
بصح
to
اسكي
yourself.
تحسبهم ولا لا tu vois.
Mais le problème, c'est que si je porte pas, si je vous mets, je compte pas je comptabilise pas les trucs là, ça va être un peu débordé par les étudiants. Ils vont pas assister au cours.
سهل اوكي سهل.
Bon, c'est votre problème. Si bon, moi, je comptabilise pas les. If you want to come, you're welcome. If you don't want to come, you are welcome as well, as you wish. Okay, we carry on. So, as I said, we are going to combine each pair of simple sentences to make a compound sentence. The first one is a small kitten followed me home. This is the first in the independent clause. The second is I gave it a bowl of milk. As you can see, we have coordinating conjunction which is so. I said it will be like that. A small kitten followed me put comma. So I gave it all of milk. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Someone wants to do the second example.
Can I answer?
Please. The second one.
We can't hear you, sir. We still can't hear you.
Is it okay now? I think the problem has been resolved. Okay, correct. Okay, good. So the second example said we were lost in the woods. Dot. My who we were lost in the woods, but my brother had coordinated brain catching field pictures. Come on. Okay, now I think you can listen to me. think it's better now. Yes. Yes, the girls were painting animal pictures. The girls were painting animal pictures, comma, and Katrina spelled it correct. Yes, you got the rule. This is it. This is it. Yeah, this is it. Yes, correct. Next example. Would you like to go to the movies? The first one. Would you rather stay home tonight? Would you like to go to the movies, comma, or would you rather stay home tonight? Correct. Yes, Anfal. Correct. Yes, well done. Good job. Yes. Next, please. Mr. Sean Sanchez loved his new office. The first one. The second, independent clause. He didn't like the view. Yes, myself loved it, comma, but he didn't like the view. Correct. Yes, well done, Ibtisam. Yes. Yes, correct. So next, we have got Ivana's bicycle had a flat tire. The next is she had to walk to the grocery store. Ivan's bicycle had flat tire. So, correct, yes. So, when we use so, it means we're talking about the result. So, she had to walk to the grocery store. Correct? Josie wants to be an astronaut when he grows up. The second, Maria wants to be a nurse. Josie wants to be when he grows up, comma, and Maria wants to be a nurse. Correct, Butchma? Yes. Next sentence. Yes, yes, correct. Josie wants. Yes, what is the comma? Goram, this one, I don't know. Goram, what is the comma? Josie wants to be an astronaut when he grows up, comma, and Maria wants to be a nurse. He didn't put comma, Gorham. Osama bin Laden, salam, yes, hello. So next one. Dr. No told Greg to floss his teeth every day. He didn't listen. You know what is the meaning of the word floss? Floss. Student, do you know what is the meaning of the word floss? What does that mean? Floss. Floss his teeth.
Yeah, it's a tool for cleaning your teeth.
Yes, of course. We call it in French.
Le fil dentaire.
Le fil dentaire. Yes, that's right. Yes. Dental floss. We call it dental floss. Yes, between the teeth. Yes, please, yes, me. Correct. So Dr. No told Greg to floss his teeth every day. And the second part is he didn't listen. Send someone to answer, please.
Sir,
Yes.
Dr. No told Greg to floss his teeth every day, but he didn't listen.
Yes, I know, but you need to tell me about the structure of the sentence.
About what?
About the structure of the sentence.
You mean where to put the comma?
I mean when we put, yes, where we put the coordinating and what you put before coordinating conjunction.
Okay, so before using but, so
Yes.
after the word day, we have to put a comma and then, but he didn't listen.
Yes, correct. But he didn't listen. Correct. Yes, Kahina. Yes, correct.
Thank you.
Yes, we call it compound sentence. Yes, the last one. The tigers at the zoo are always sleeping. The penguins are fun to watch. Yes, and the tigers at the zoo are always sleeping, comma, but the penguins are fun to watch. Correct. Yes, this is it. You need to remember that. Be careful when you put coordinating conjunction, you need to put before it a comma. Bear in mind about this rule. This is the rule. This is the correct structure of the compound sentence. So I think you got the rule. We carry on. Is it okay if we carry on or we stop here? Is it enough for this evening? We can carry on, correct? All right. So we move to, this is the last part of the sentence. Subordinating conjunctions. Okay, subordinating conjunctions. So unlike the coordinating conjunctions, here these conjunctions are little bit more complicated than coordinating conjunctions. So these conjunctions are used to join an independent clause, as you can see, an independent and complete, which is complete clause with a dependent clause. I repeat, subordinating conjunctions. These are used to join an independent clause and a dependent clause. The dependent clause relies on the main clause for meaning and relevance. So, the independent clause cannot exist on its own as a sentence and often does not make sense without the main clause. For example, we have got this example. Since they had misbehaved, the boys were given the 1 week suspensions from school. So as you can see, the boys were given 1 week suspensions from school. As you can see, we can understand this sentence. The sentence can stand by itself. It has got the whole meaning and complete meaning. You can understand that it is an independent that it is an independent clause. We have got the subject, here it is, the verb, and the object. But if you can see here, we can see here, for example, since they had misbehaved.
Sir,
Yes,
you're not sharing the lesson.
I am sharing the lesson. Oh, sorry. Sorry. So I repeat, I said we move to subordinating conjunctions. It is not like coordinating conjunction. The difference between subordinating and coordinating conjunctions is the subordinating conjunctions joins one an independent clause and one independent clause. So I said the dependent clause cannot exist on its own as a sentence and often does not make sense without the main clause. The main clause is always the independent clause. So the subordinating conjunction always comes before the dependent clause. The subordinating conjunction always comes before the dependent clause. We have got this example. As you can see, I said the subordinating conjunction always comes before the dependent clause. If I have to ask you what is the dependent clause between this one and this one, you can tell me the dependent clause is this one. Why? Because since is at the beginning of the sentence. The subordinating conjunction always comes before the dependent clause. This one is the independent clause. We move to another example. As you can see, he was here it is. He was fond of playing basketball because it was his father's favorite game. As I said, if you want to make the distinction between the independent and dependent clause, you try to look for the subordinating conjunctions. For in this example, the subordinating conjunction is because. So all of this sentence, this one, is dependent clause, but this part of the sentence is independent clause. Yes? So I repeat, this one is a sentence. We have got independent clause and we have got dependent clause. This one is dependent clause because it starts with subordinating conjunction. This one is independent clause because it stands by itself. We don't have a subordinating conjunction at the beginning of this sentence. So this one is independent clause. I'm going to underline it, this one, and I'm going to highlight or no, use this color, blue. This is subordinating conjunction and all of that part is dependent clause, whether this part is independent clause. We're going to use another color. Red. All of this part. Sorry. This part is independent clause and this part, this one is dependent clause. Yes? Question? Yes, students, have you got any question? Osama bin Laden, who said the répondit Bilal, examen en ligne ولا présentiel? I said on site. Yes, I repeat. Yes. I repeat. I said subordinating conjunction always comes before the dependent clause. The subordinating conjunction always comes before the dependent clause. So if you want to distinguish between the dependent and independent, try to look for the subordinating conjunction. We have got an example here. Since they had misbehaved the functions from school, I said always subordinating conjunction comes before the dependent clause. So in this example, here it is the subordinating conjunction, which is since. So it comes before this part of the sentence. The meaning is all of that sentence, of that part of the sentence is dependent clause. Here, as you can see, we see that the dependent clause is they had misbehaved, which is not valid a sentence by itself. We move to another example, this one. He was fond of playing basketball because it was his father's favorite game. I'm going to ask you, what is the dependent clause? What is the independent clause? I said subordinating conjunction comes always before the dependent clause. So I'm going to look for what is the subordinating conjunction? Here it is. Because so this is subordinating conjunction. It comes before this part of the sentence. Means all of this part of the sentence is dependent clause. The other part of the sentence is independent clause. Is it clear so far? Yes, what if they ask us to insert since? How can we know where to make it exactly? Yes. Talking about since. Yes, about since, about the subordinating conjunction, you need to the sentence, some logic comes to your mind. When you read the whole sentence, you will understand. Look, for example, here it is. We are going to separate this example. When you read, for example, he was fond of playing basketball. It has meaning or not? For example, he was fond of playing basketball. It has, but it can has a reason. Yes. But if I tell you because it was his father's favorite game. This sentence, does it have a meaning because it was his father's favorite game? No. So when we join between the first part and the second part, we can understand why he was fond of playing basketball. He was fond of playing basketball because it was his father's favorite game. When you read the whole sentence, you will understand. You understand the reason. Yes, the reason why he. Because it was his father's favorite game. Yes, but it has a reason. Yes, of course. Is it clear or should I repeat? Correct. So we move to the chart here. We have got some examples of subordinating conjunctions. So the first one, when we read, for example, soon after moving to London. When we read soon after moving to London. When you read the sentence, this part of the sentence, when you read this part of the sentence, when you read soon after moving to London, does it have a complete thought, a complete meaning? Soon after moving to London? No. So we need another part to complete its meaning. So we can say soon after moving to London, comma, she got a new job. Yes. She got a new job. So this is dependent clause, which that means that it cannot stand by itself after moving to London. But the second part, she got a new job. But when you say she got a new job, it's understandable. You cannot understand that she got a new job. We move to another example, which is, I think it's I think this one. When we read, for example, because we are going away that weekend. Because we are going away that weekend. This is a sentence, but it has not a meaning. Because we are going away that weekend. Because we are going away that weekend. Yes, because we are going. Why we are going that weekend? There is a reason. So we need to add something to that part of the sentence to complete its meaning. So I can say we cannot go to Julia's party because we are going away that weekend. We move to another example. Since. This one. Since we have got a few minutes to wait for the train. When we say since we have got minutes, we have got few minutes to wait for the train. The meaning is the train is not here. So since or as we have got a few minutes to wait for the train, so we need something to come after the sentence. The meaning of this sentence is we have time, we have got a few minutes to wait for the train. Since we have got few minutes to wait for the train, let's have a cup of coffee. If you read let's have cup of coffee, it's clear. We understand let's have cup of coffee. We have subject, verb, and object. But since we have got a few minutes to wait for the train, we need something that comes after this sentence. So always, students, if you want to know where is the dependent clause, you try to look for the subordinating conjunction. What comes after the subordinating conjunction is the dependent clause. The other part of the sentence, it is the independent clause. And look, two independent clauses calling them compound. Compound sentence. One dependent and one independent. So is it clear here for compound and complex sentence, students? So two independent clauses or clause joined by coordinating conjunction, and before coordinating conjunction we have comma. So the first independent clause, comma, coordinating conjunction, the second independent clause. All these two parts is called compound sentence. When we join one independent clause plus dependent clause, we call it a complex sentence. I think I'm going to yes. Here it is, for example, another example of the complex sentence. I said complex sentence is one dependent clause and one independent clause plus subordinating conjunction. Here, for example, in this sentence, if you want to distinguish between what is the dependent, what is the independent, I said you look for always subordinating conjunction, which is unless. So what comes after the subordinating conjunctions is the dependent clause. So this part is the dependent clause. This part is the independent clause. So all of this sentence, we call it complex sentence. Okay. One moment, student. Give me 1 minute. I'm coming in. So, student, is it clear so far? So I think we stop here. It's 10 o'clock. I think most of you have studied at the university. I'm supposed to be tired, okay? So next time I'm going to bring some exercises. We're going to deal them together. I want to thank you very much. Thank you very much, students, for being here. I hope you learn things, but because you need to revise your lessons. Revise these coordinating conjunction, relative pronouns, subordinating conjunction, what is the complex sentence, what is the compound sentence, and everything will be okay. I think your exam will be on site. I think your exam will be scheduled on the 22, I think 22 May. I think 20 or 22. So we still have time to revise your lessons. Have you got any questions?
No, sir.
So since no questions, I want to thank you very much for being here. Thank you. It was a pleasure to have you as students. If you need anything, you can have my email. Okay. Anything you want, questions, lessons, explanations, anything you want, exercises. If you want to correct an exercise, you can tell me. No problem. I'm here always responding to your questions. Okay, thank you very much. See you maybe maybe next week.
Thank you, sir. See you.
You're welcome. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.